Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 5 video. You join us on the West Coast Main Line South. We are going to be taking a first look of Cargo Line Volume 3 Intermodal, aka Containers. So yeah, here it is, the new FCA spine wagon with the containers on top in the EWS branding, or with EWS branding. Let's hop in, we'll get the train set up and we'll get going. So let's get the safety systems on, so DSD and AWS, nice and easy. Stick the stick in, let's set that to forward. Start releasing the brakes. How long are we as well? We are 526 yards, so I think you sort of have to times it by 3. So we'll go for 1,600 feet. Let's see, enter to edit. So 1,600. I believe you times it by 3, so it would be like 1,580. But we'll just round it up. There you go. Cool, that should be all sorted. So we're waiting for the brakes to come off. We've got our lights on already. We've got the signal as well. Let's yeah, you can hear the brakes coming off. Let's get sort of a pull away shot. A little bit of power. Just thinking about it. Come on, train. There we go. Right, we're off. Cool. So making our way out of Wembley Yard. Little toot with the horn as well. And we're taking this all the way up to Milton Keynes, I believe. So we're going quite a way up, all the way up to the top of the route. But yeah, this is Cargo Line Volume 3 by Skyhook Games. So thanks to Dovetail, who publish it, for giving us a key to show it off. Always a pleasure to do so. And this will be releasing tomorrow, as of this video going out. So this is early access at the moment. But we'll get out of Wembley Yard. We'll get a bit, get a bit of speed on it, get a bit of momentum, and then we'll go through what you get with the pack and the price as well. Yeah, so we'll go through all of the relevant details in a couple of minutes. I'm quickly gonna boot up the article for this pack. Just getting that up now, so we got everything we need to know, and at the end we'll load out of here, go to the timetable and have a little look on there as well. And also quite nicely, I believe we are a class 4 train, meaning we can get up to 75 miles per hour, which there's not many class 4 trains on TSW UK stuff. I mean, there's a few, but mostly on the main lines, West Coast and the East Coast. You go a bit faster. So we're coming on to the down slow. Once the locos hit the, basically once we're off the point, so I'll click the button to begin the countdown for the distance. So let's do that now. Yes, that should now start counting us down. There's a 710 over there. Cool. Oh wait, 526 yards, weren't we? I'm just going to double check the maths, but I'm pretty certain you do times it by 3. Yards in feet. Yeah, 1,578. That's what it would be. So just round it up, 1,600. As we come out of there, there's the back of the train. So we're quite a long train. A couple of empties at the back. Oh, hello. So you've got two different types of wagons here. You've got the sort of the big one, which takes up most of the holder wagon FCA, and then you've also got the sort of half ones as well. So there's one with the little one there. You've got 3 little ones there. You've got a little bit of branding on them. Hapag-Lloyd. I think you can also get Ocean Network Express as well. Would have been nice to maybe get a bit more branding. Like getting, was it Maersk? That would have been quite cool to see. Almost clear of those points. And then we can get the speed up a bit more. And out we go, let's go. So yeah, let's quickly, oh hello, that, my mic went quite noisy there, that was weird. Hopefully it doesn't, let me move it away. In fact, let me turn it down a bit, because I think my mic is quite noisy. Perhaps a bit too noisy. I keep seeing it shoot up for whatever reason. That's weird. Right, let's put that fully up into max, or maybe not max throttle just yet. Start getting that up. Well, I suppose yeah, it's really just about the FCAs, isn't it? You've got the German bits on there, the SFG, GMR, RSS. A few empty ones as well. Nice. Right, let's get back into the front. I'm just going to turn the game audio down a bit more, as I think it is potentially getting a bit noisy. There you go. Hopefully that's slightly better. Right, I've got the article up about the DLC. So yeah, this is Volume 3. We've had Volume 1 and Volume 2. Volume 1 was Petroleum. Volume 2 was Aggregates. So I'd say that the Aggregates one probably was the best one. And yeah, Volume 3 Intermodal. So we got the FCA Intermodal Spine Wagon. These were introduced to the UK in the year 2000. This fleet of approximately 400 wagons arranged in coupled pairs are capable of being laden with a variety of container-based loads and are found across the country. And yeah, ships bring containers in by sea and export them abroad, but the journey between port and customer is done by rail. Yeah, alright, DSD. Let's see. So, also new to the intermodal loads is the 20-foot container, which is shorter in length and height than the 40-foot version. So the 20-foot is... that is getting quite noisy, isn't it? I think we're right. Yes, this is the 40-foot container. And then you've got the 20-foot, which is the smaller one. So that's the new one. Cool. The wagon consists of a main spine with multiple container locking points between two wheeled bogies. Conventional draw gear and buffers are located at one end, with a permanent connecting bar at the other for linking with a twin. And these wagons feature dynamic container loads, so that no two trains are the same. Yeah, so you've got the coupler link there. And then you've got the permanent connection there for sort of having two together. So quite cool. But I would say this pack probably is the least exciting of the three so far. I mean, Cargo Line Volume 1, it did bring you well, we already did have a T-tanker in the game from the BR Heavy Freight pack. But that did give you more modern T-tanker gameplay. I'm just going to turn down my mic a bit. I feel like it's a little bit noisy, my mic, which is usually not the case. Yeah, Volume 1 was alright. Volume 2 probably the best, which had the HOA wagons, which had the graffiti on them. They went onto loads of different routes. The Midland Main Line, Mount Sorrel, you could use the whole facility there. Really, really good Cargo Line Volume 2. But Volume 3 just seems a bit... just not as exciting, really. Like, containers aren't that exciting, I suppose. And we've already had this in the game, well, multiple times. We've had, well, Great Western Express, the first ever route in the game, that had containers on them. I can't remember. I don't know. I can't remember what the wagons are on there. But yeah, we've already had containers on there. Then we had West Coast Mainline Overshap, which bought the 1980s style FC something. I can't remember the name of those, but they're other container holders. So this is almost like the third time we've seen containers in the game. Again, it is cool the way it gives you the extra gameplay. It gives you gameplay on both the East Coast Mainline and the West Coast Mainline. The West Coast Mainline South, that being. Let me scroll down in the article. And yeah, you also get the DB cargo variant of the Class 66, which, hooray. So timetable, so gameplay takes place across 2 routes as mentioned, so West Coast Mainline South and East Coast Mainline. Let's see. So you get 3 scenarios on this route for the FCA stuff, which looks to be all sort of services. 21 timetabled services between Milton Keynes and London, and there's also a journey mode chapter, but we'll have a look once we get to Milton Keynes at that. East Coast Mainline Peterborough to Doncaster, so you get 3 scenarios on there and 12 timetabled services. It appears all of them, or near enough all of them, are Class 4 services, so you can go up to 75 miles an hour. And that is it. And I think that it was also mentioned there might be some gameplay for the Midland Mainline as well. But there doesn't seem to be much on that. But we'll have a look nonetheless at the end. And yeah, it's going to cost you £9.99, although £9.49 I think on PlayStation in the UK. It's like a slight anomaly. But yeah, £9.99, which, I don't know, that's a funny old price. What do you guys think? Do you think that's a good price or a not so good price? And let me move that out of the way. I've just realised I've got the flight stick in the way of the departure board. I guess move that out of the way. Cool, as we speed up the down slow. Yeah, is it worthy of £9.99? Or should it be a little bit less? In fact, do Armstrong Powerhouse, because they do like wagons and stuff for yeah, alright, for Train Sim Classic. Do they have an FCA on there? How much is that? No, they don't. Let's see, wagons. There's an Avanti passing by. Cool. Yeah, I'm just looking at the Armstrong Powerhouse website. Armstrong Powerhouse, if you don't know, they do various wagon. They basically do lots of enhancement packs and wagon packs for the old Train Sim game, Train Sim Classic. So I'm seeing if there's something to sort of compare it to price-wise. Which, by the looks of things, there is a container pack on there, and that cost. That's the FSA and FTA wagon pack. That's £11.99. So I suppose, yeah, price-wise, don't know. I'll let you guys decide. What do you think price-wise? Good or bad, or maybe a bit too much? There it is, though, the FCA. I'm trying to think if there's actually any low speed limits we have to adhere to. I mean, there's definitely 70 miles an hour, but I don't think there's anything lower than that. So we'll find out. That's 90. I think we'll stick it at about 70, and then we'll just let it roll for a bit. I don't think the speed comes down below 70. There's a 350. With its tail lights on in the middle. Yeah, so there should be 2 videos, obviously this being the first look, and then we'll also take a look at this pack on the East Coast Mainline. I don't know if that'll be a stream or a video, not sure yet. But we'll try and cover sort of what you get in this DLC. Feels weird getting this fast in the shed. Usually it's just 60 miles an hour, but we're going, well, 67 at the moment. As yeah, we are the container train, so we can go a bit faster, being a class 4. This is bushy. Cool. Oh, why are they in... Probably float that over to daytime, there you go. We had them in the night lights, I think, which doesn't matter too much. Cool, wind that up a bit more. Coming up on Watford Junction already. Yeah, this releases tomorrow, which is tomorrow. What day is tomorrow? Tomorrow is... Where's the release date gone? May the 1st, I believe. Yeah, May the 1st. I've lost where the release date is, but I'm pretty certain it is... Yeah, May the 1st. Let's get a flyby shot through Watford Junction, just as we are going at quite a good speed now. Although I wonder if we will catch up to another train at some point. But yeah, fast freight. There it goes. Full of our lovely containers. Yeah, a bit more branding would have been cool though. And a lot of them are just unbranded. And you've got Hapag Lloyd. I think yeah, you can get Ocean Network Express as well. Oh, well, that was weird. Yeah, a bit more branding. Or maybe seeing a new container brand would have been quite cool. Just to sort of make it a bit different. A bit like a bit like on the Engineering Express pack by Rivet Games for Edinburgh Glasgow. On there you got what was it? DRS. You got for the 66. So it would have been maybe nice to get maybe a new brand, maybe like Freightliner. Freightliner would have been quite cool to see, as maybe on the 66, or for the containers. Yeah, like Maersk, or just another container brand, just to sort of add to it. That would have been quite nice. Not the end of the world, but would have been cool. Here we go. And if you have made it this far in the video, thanks all for coming in, all much appreciated. My webcam is really low down on it. I've sort of recently set up this one. Just going to move it up a bit. Probably end up screwing it up in some way. Uh-oh. No, a bit more. Bit more. I think we're all good there. Just testing where the... Yeah, there you go, move it up a bit. Still green signals. But yeah, adds already to a busy West Coast Mainline timetable. Although weirdly, when you actually go in to select the services on here, it comes up as a whole separate timetable for the West Coast Mainline, which is a bit like, really? Why? Like there's a separate West Coast Mainline South intermodal timetable, which is a bit like, is that needed? Bit random to sort of just separate them. What is it? Kings Langley and Apsley? Or was it the other way around? No, I think it's Kings Langley, isn't it? Kings Langley and then Apsley. So let's just go about 70. So I think the speed comes down for going through Kings Langley, which I believe is the first stop. And we are non-stop as well. Don't have to come into any loops, I don't think. Yeah, this is the Kings Langley. Oh, look at that, Pendo and the 66 coming through with its weird blurred headlights. Pretty cool shot. Lovely. Nice bit of speed on us. Right, that's that. Yeah, certainly not the most, like, personally, when I saw this announced, I was just like, oh, like, it wasn't, it's not the most exciting cargo line pack. Again, the best cargo line pack I think so far is is probably Volume 2. That one is fantastic. As Volume 2 adds services to Midland Main Line, completely opens up a new area of the Midland Main Line. Adds stuff to the Goblin Line, and also to Great Western Express. I'd say that's the best cargo line pack, is Volume 2. Volume 1 is decent, gives you gameplay on the Midland Main Line and Great Western Express. Fairly simple, there's no like unloading or loading. Yeah, that's not too bad. But yeah, Volume 2 I'd say is the best cargo line pack. And yeah, this volume doesn't really... Well, it's just containers. Containers are pretty boring. We've already had containers before, so it's nothing new. But it's just more of a wagon pack, I suppose. Just getting the FCAs. And then Volume 4 apparently is going to be the military pack. Not sure how they're going to pull that off in a realistic manner. Oh, here comes another one. Oh, you got Ocean Network Express there. Cool. And wouldn't the formations be a bit longer as well? Like some of the container trains on the West Coast Main Line are huge. Maybe we've just got a shorter one. Cool. Yeah, Volume 4, which is the next cargo line pack, is the military pack. But yeah, I don't know how they're going to pull that off in a realistic way, as I don't think there's many military trains in the UK. And if there is, I don't think there'd really be much on them, as the UK military's quite small. Coming up on Hemel Hempstead. A couple of warnings there. Still got a green signal though. A warning for a 60 if you're going onto the down fast, but we're not. It's quite weird because even though we're going up the country, we're on the down line, as the up lines are usually always facing, well, they face towards London, up to London, down away from London. So you got the up slow there, down slow which we're on, up fast, and then down slow. No, down fast over there. I wonder what the speed will be through Berkhamsted. Will that come down a bit more there? Or not? And maybe it would have been cool to see another locomotive as part of this cargo line pack. Although I suppose if they did that, it probably wouldn't be a cargo line pack. It probably would just be a whole separate loco add-on with new wagons. But I don't know, what could you do for the West Coast Main Line? Because this route's modern day. Could you do a 90 maybe? A class 90? A class 60? Do they still run on here? Yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey. It's not the most interesting of journeys, but yeah, we're going up to Milton Keynes with our lovely containers. There's a sticker there saying super heavy. Like, yeah, I'm sure it's going to be lightweight. Super heavy. actually read that as well. Unacceptable. Acceptable. Yeah, these are the FCAs. No idea what I just... Hang on, what was that? Hang on, quickly turn the HUD on so I can see what we're doing. I'm just setting the brake select, so you can do the handbrake as well. Probably shouldn't do it whilst we're on the move, but if you want to, you can give that a spin. What's that one? No, you can't use that one. Yeah, FKA. Was I saying FCA? I don't know if I was saying FCA the whole time, but FKAs. That's what they are. Oh no, FCA, they're FCAs, yeah. So what's that FKA over here? This is Berkhamsted we're coming up to. Through we go. So we're making fine progress. What we got? We got Tring, Cheddington, yeah, Tring, Cheddington, Leighton Buzzard, Bletchley, and then Milton Keynes already. I think it said it was about 45 minutes this service, so that's not too bad. Lost a bit of speed, so let's get the power on a bit, get a bit of motion, a bit more power, a bit more speed. And we go into a tunnel up here as well. Let's get another flyby shot. Again, it's meant to sort of be about the wagon, about the containers on this run. They're not that exciting to... Yeah, but there we go, there they are. There it goes. Yeah, the 40-foot ones and the 20-foot ones. But yeah, again, it's not that exciting. Like, containers aren't that exciting. But I suppose it adds a bit more gameplay, adds a bit more, you know, variety in what you can see. Eye candy. But yeah, in all honesty, it's not that exciting. And not really much different to what we've had before. So we've already had containers before. But again, yeah, as mentioned, it adds to the variety. So I don't think this one will be as popular as, say, Cargo Line Volume 2 and Volume 1. I think this one will be a lesser popular one. But maybe I'll be proven wrong. Not too far along the Tring. And yeah, for $9.99 as well. Should it be more? Well, should it be less or should it be more? Or is it fine as it is? What do you reckon? In fact, I think we've actually already got container runs on the East Coast Main Line as well. And I think for this we had them already as well. Yeah, so to be honest, it doesn't really add anything new, freight-wise. I think, yeah, there was already container runs on this route and East Coast Main Line, but just with sort of the default one from Great Western, and possibly also come across. Let's have a look. Great Western. Going through Tring. we go, through we go. Great Western Express. I want to see what the container ones are called on there. If it will tell me what it is. Cool, 70 miles an hour here. Cool. Yeah, trying to find what the things are on there. Oh, here we are. What are they on there? They're very similar. In fact, they look extremely similar, but I'm sure they're not FCAs. They probably are something different. What are the containers on there like? So I'm just trying to find what the ones on there are. I can't see anything at the moment. Just make sure we don't go over 7. I think we're going downhill a bit here. Just make sure we don't go over the limit. Great Western Express. Containers. The FKA, yeah. Yeah, so that's the FKA. Hang on. That was here, wasn't it? FKA. Yeah, FKA there. Oh, so the FCA is the one which is sort of attached to it. Where's the FCA one? Oh, it's a mix. Oh, right. So I think you get a mix of old and new by the looks of things. So yeah, this one here is the FKA, which we've seen before. And then we come here, and this is the... Yeah, these are the new ones. So it's yeah, I thought they were all going to be FCAs, but no, they have added the old one. And then so these are the new ones here. FCA. So you can do the handbrake there, brake selector. What was that there? Distributor cut off. There's the permanent coupler there. And yeah, EWS as well. Let's see if there's any brake animation to it. I think we could probably... Could we see that? Where would they be? Or maybe not. I can hear them releasing there. Yes, well, we got this one. This is that's an FCA there. FCA, FKA. Yeah, so you get a mix of old and new. The FCA is the new one. That was a bit confusing. I thought they were all going to be FCAs. So you get a mix. Cool. Shouldn't be too much further to Cheddington. I think I can see that coming up. I'm sure some of you in the live chat, because this will be on a premiere, I'm sure you'll say, no, that's an FKA. But yeah, that's the FKA. But that, I suppose, yeah, it's just from Great Western East Coast. And yeah, these are the new style ones. So we got a bit of a mix on the load. FKA, FCA, FCA again, FCA, FCA. They're all at the back. FCA, FKA, Another FKA, and there the back is that one as well. So it just adds to the variety. That was a bit confusing, but no, we figured it out in the end. Coming up on Cheddington. Lost quite a bit of speed here, so let's speed back up. Doesn't seem to be green banner repeaters up here. That banner repeater was white, even though the signal's green. Not upgraded. Cool. So Leighton Buzzard is up next. It's quite a gap between Cheddington and Leighton Buzzard. Just a really long straight. Got 60 again. But let's get another flyby shot. Makes sense to do them, so let's do it. Let's do another one. There they go. Lovely. Cool. Yeah, so FCA is the new one, FKA is the old one. So what do you get on West Coast Mainline Overshap? As that also had a container holder wagon. Let me see if I can scroll up and see what that was. I wonder what that one counted as. Try and find that out by the end of the video. There goes a 350. Yeah, alright, there we go. We are still here, we're still alive. Cool. Going at 73 at the moment. So yeah, it's quite quick, the freight on here. It's not slow. Well, it's class 4, isn't that slow? Still scrolling up to find West Coast Man Overshap. Find one of the release articles for that. That was a while ago now. Cool. Get in there. Yeah, so it shouldn't be too far until Leighton Buzzard. I think it still does say. I think it does still stay at this speed for us. I don't think it comes down below 75. I don't think so. Hope not. Right, I'm at the. There you go. Let's have a look now. I'm at an article for West Coast Main Line Overshap. Let me try and find. Yeah, try and find what the container holders or wagons are on there. What are they? This is Leighton Buzzard. As we plough our way through. Cool. Yeah, we are through. Yeah, oh, there we go. Yeah, don't panic. We're doing it, we're doing it. Lovely. 73 at the moment. Ah, here we go. So the ones on there are the FFAs and FGA container flats. So on here you've got the FCA, well the new one's the FCA container flat. But then you've also got the FFA and FGA there for West Coast Mail and Overshap. There we go, we got there in the end. Cool. I've sort of not been paying attention to the road ahead of us, so hopefully we haven't been speeding. I mean, I can't imagine the speed would have come down below 75. It is quite fast along this route. It's not a slow route. Let's get a another nice shot off the train. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go here. There we go. There you go. There are all the containers loaded with goodies. But yeah, it would have been cool to maybe see a new brand. Oh yeah, some sort of new container brand, Maersk or Tesco in somewhere Lesco. Oh well, yeah, Tesco, Maersk. I don't know, some sort of new brand to go with it. And yeah, maybe even like Freightliner on the 66. That would have been cool. Right, Bletchley is the next stop. Oh, you've got a double yellow there, mate. You've got to slow down. Still impresses me that we've got the West Coast Main Line South in the game. Like, it's one of those elusive routes where people were like, oh, that's probably not going to come, it's not going to happen, and now it's here. You know, we have got the West Coast Main Line South. I mean, it's not all the way up to Birmingham, but it's still a nice stretch of it. It's always cool seeing the Pendo. It's also weird to think that it's only, what, 4 months now or so until we get sort of the next big update, the big summer update. It's like, where on earth has that time gone? Crazy. Right, almost at Bletchley. Got about 68 miles per hour at the moment, so keeping a nice bit of speed behind us. I think it's about 40 miles this was, so almost 40 miles. But fast. I suppose when you sort of think of freight, you just think slow, but this is quite quick. As we are class 4, so we can go up to 75. In fact, are there any class 6 container services? Quickly go back to the article now for Cargo Line Volume 3. Which had the service list. Not too far to Bletchley, and from Bletchley we're not that far off of Milton Keynes. I don't know if we're going to be... I assume we'll probably be stopping in the platform at Milton Keynes. Most likely. Right, let's see. Cargo Volume 3. But I wonder if we'll see a German equivalent of Cargo Line at some point. Or even a US equivalent. Let's see, are there any... Yeah, so basically all of the service... Oh, apart from one. So there's 21 services for West Coast Main Line South. All of them are class 4 apart from one, Daventry to Dollond's Moor, which is class 6. So that'll be a slower one. Maybe that's a longer one. And then for the 12 timetabled services on East Coast Main Line, all of them are class 4 apart from one, which is 0, which usually means it's a loco move. So that'll be interesting to see. Yeah, weird. I don't know if that's meant to be 4 on there or not. So it's about 3 miles now from Milton Keynes with our container service. Yeah, quite cool the way it does mix the FKAs and the FCAs though. But of course, again, the FCAs are the new ones. Yeah, this is the new one, not the FKA. Cool. Let's start getting ready for Milton Keynes. Although we've dropped the speed down a bit much. Probably pop that up just a bit more again. Should be brought down by the signals, and I'd imagine we probably will stop in the platform as well. Is that a yellow coming up? Possibly a double yellow. But this is the second gameplay pack for the West Coast Main Line. As you've also got the it's almost like a Dovetail Games cargo line pack, but you've also got the what was it? The National Power HKA freight pack. You've also got that on here as well. Albeit that's not a cargo line pack. Which added yeah, some HKA runs. No, not that brake. That brake. That's the one we want. Yeah, hopefully everyone's enjoyed that though. I don't think we've actually ever done a full freight run on the West Coast Main Line. I sort of kept meaning to do it, but just never got round to it. But yeah, that is freight on the West Coast. But let's get a shot as well. We haven't got a photo yet as well. Let's try and get it with the new FCA or the new style wagons. Would have helped if they were just behind the loco. Or can we get it maybe further back? We'll get one like that. Maybe get one on the other side as well. One in the sun. Yeah, we could probably do something out of that. Have we been holding any other train up? No, no train behind us. Cool, single yellow. And yeah, once we finally get there, we'll quickly come out and I'll show you what you actually get with it. And we've already gone through, but we'll take a look on the menu. Once we, of course, finally get to Milton Keynes. There you go, single yellow. There's the station. And you've got to be careful as there is going to be a red light. Cool. Brakes on a bit more. as we come into MKC. Glamorous Milton Keynes. Home of roundabouts and concrete cows. Been here once. Yeah, once in real life. Well, I've sped through it once, and then I've actually been here once and got out. Been into the, well, then town centre, but now it's the city centre. Not really the most exciting of places. It was not really a place I'd rush back to. Milton Keynes. And actually, as we are on this route, I wonder when there will be. When we will see LNWR branding. It's sort of almost been like brushed under the carpet. Yeah, I wonder when we will see branding on this route. Was like, yeah, originally it was going to be in, wasn't it, the branding? As we had all the screenshots and bits and pieces of LNWR, then sort of quite close to release, they were like, no, we can't do it, no branding. Which was, yeah, quite a shame. Yeah, I wonder when we will see LNWR branding. Roll forward a little bit more. We'll try and stop on the platform. So perhaps be a driver change. Wait for a moment. We're waiting for a moment. It's been a moment. There we go. Right, that wasn't too bad. Let's come out. Got a platinum medal for that. Return to timetable. And then you can see what there is available on here. Once it loads us out. Come on. It's a good time for TSW at the moment. We've got volume 3 cargo line, the Colnarcon timetable, and on the new PC, started doing mods as well. So that's good. Once it loads us out, come on. Right, so all of the the ones which you say FCA, they are the new ones. Now you've even got FKA ones on there as well. Let's just type FCA in the bar. Yep, so these are all of the FCA services. And then scenarios. It did say there was that'd be down the bottom probably. Yeah, so these are the FCA scenarios. 40 minutes, 1 hour. 1 hour one there as well. Quickly go back to that. Was I saw 377 and was thinking that was at Milton Keynes. Journey mode there wasn't there for journey mode. What was it? Yeah, cargo line intermodal. And then we'll then go East Coast main line. Scenarios. You got those 3 there. Probably do that one as a video, probably. There we go. Those 3 there. 2 hour one there as well. Timetable. Oh, you've got. It's separated it. I don't like the way it's separated. Why is it separated it into its own thing? But hey ho. And then 66. You've got a different version of the 66 DBC cargo line intermodal. And if we put FCA in there, there you go. So you got all of the FCA ones on there, and you do get journey mode as well. Journey mode, rail journeys, East Coast main line. Once it wants to load, cargo line intermodal, 1 chapter on there. Did we even see rail journeys, West Coast main line? Come on. Yeah, so you got 1 chapter for each one. But that is going to be everybody. That was a first look of Cargo Line Volume 3 Intermodal. Again, it's not that exciting. It's only containers. And yeah, it doesn't, for me, it doesn't beat Volume 2. Volume 2 by far was the best Let's get that music down a bit. Cargo Line Volume 2 was by far the best cargo line so far. Yeah, it's not that exciting because it's just containers. We've already seen them with the FKAs and the overshap ones as well. But it adds a bit of variety, a bit of eye candy. Yeah, for $9.99, I'll let you make it up. Is that worth it or not? Apart from that, thanks all for coming in. Links usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. We've also got our affiliate link for the lovely UK departure boards. If you go through that link, there is also a coupon for 5% off on all UK departure board products. Feel free to check that out. Apart from that, thanks to Dovetail for giving us a key to show this off. This will be out tomorrow. Usual release times: 10 AM console, 4 PM Epic Games, and then usually 6 PM on Steam. Apart from that, see you all and take care. Bye, guys.